Are you ready for this? Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Sport in association with Dennis Hobson Promotion proudly presents 12 rounds of boxing in a final eliminator for the IBF World Bantamweight Championship. Sponsored here by Betfair, Scots and Northfire. We are live on Sky Sports HD. Welcome to Yorkshire. It's Fight Night Live! All the officials have been appointed by the International Boxing Federation in association with the British Boxing Board of Control, whose steward in charge is Mr. Jeff Bolter, and our supervisor from Phoenix, USA, Aaron Kaiser. Timekeeper at the bell from Halifax, Colin Roberts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our three scoring judges. From South Africa, Alfred Bukwani. From England, Howard Foster. And from Canada, Pasquale Procopio. The referee in charge of the action, from Preston, England, Phil Edwards. They are the officials. These are the contestants. Introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the red corner wearing the white trunks trimmed with green, weighing in at 8 stone and 5 pounds, a 29 fight record, 21 wins, 18 inside the scheduled distance. 6 losses, 1 draw, 1 no contest. From Nicaragua, Darwin Zamora. And now, welcome home. He's fighting out of the blue corner wearing the white trunks trimmed with purple. He weighed in at 8 stone, 5 pounds, 12 ounces. His record reads 22 contests, 19 wins, 8 inside the scheduled distance. 2 defeats and 1 draw. He comes to the ring as a reigning British champion and former undefeated Commonwealth and European Bantamweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, on the verge of World Championship Boxing, would you please welcome the fighting pride of Doncaster, England, Jamie McDonnell. So here we go then. 12 rounds of boxing and then the final eliminator for the IBF Bantamweight Championship of the world.
Gentlemen, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect of you. Touch gloves, good luck to you both.
Well, a lot of people have made the short journey up from Doncaster and the surrounding villages to see Jamie McDonnell hopefully hit the big time. But what does Darwin Zamora make of that? He could gate crash the party himself. And you would think that the Nicaraguan's best chance is to come out throwing bombs early. Because you look at the two physically in that ring right now, McDonnell looks really big. And I'm sure that's going to tell, certainly the longer this goes on. But Steffi Bull, McDonnell's trainer, was saying we're going to take our time with this fella because we respect his punching power. Let's see, as you say, Jim, whether McDonnell will be able to listen to that or whether he'll just fancy this, that he can plough straight through and have an early night.
Yeah, for Jamie McDonnell to start slow, well, there's a first time for everything. The jab straight away, that shook him.
It was just a straight left and it got straight through, and Zamora felt it. And he's backing up. There's the left to the body. He is such a good body puncher, Jamie McDonnell.
Well, Zamora stands his ground. That's the way he does business. Yeah, he gets a little bit of power into that left hand. But as you've already said, McDonnell just looks so much bigger.
Good lateral movement as well. Over the last 2 or 3 years since he's been with Steffi Bull and Dave Hulley in particular, they've worked on his defences. McDonnell admitted himself that he was just a bit of a crash-bang wallet merchant. You can't go to world level without defensive skills, and McDonnell has worked hard on that side of his game.
No, I don't think the southpaw stance will be any problem at all for McDonnell. Cagey southpaws are a nightmare, but I don't get the feeling Zamora is cagey. I think he's aggressive. I think he's a strong puncher. So I don't think he'll be cute to cagey. So I don't think McDonnell has any real problems to work out.
Talked about cagey southpaws. McDonnell's been doing a lot of his sparring with a very cagey southpaw indeed, Rendell Munro. Those two have sparred together and helped each other out a lot. Done 60 rounds with the former European super bantamweight champion, preparing for first Vusi Malinga and now this fella, the late replacement, who's landed a couple of decent lefts in this first round, but doesn't seem to have done anything to disturb McDonnell's rhythm, and he is just taking it a little bit cautious and steady.
There's a couple of nice little moves we've seen from him. He's been outworked in the opening round here, but there's a confident look about him. You know, the panic hasn't set in. That's a little bit wild with the left hand there from him. But yeah, he's keeping his composure. He's got a confident look about what he's doing.
There's a wild left hand. He really is loading up here. I think they know that their game plan has got to be swing and hope for the best.
Well, I think he realises he has to dent McDonnell a little bit. Boxing away from home against the home fighter, and you want to make an impression if you can. He's trying to do that with the left hand here. Just a little bit over-ambitious, I think. A good round so far for McDonnell.
At least Zamora is showing some intent here. When I saw that straight left jab go through, I thought we could be in for a very early night, but that just woke Zamora up. He's certainly loading up with those left hands. It could get interesting if he can land one of those flush.
He's just a little bit predictable, Zamora. You can see what he's thinking and what he's doing.
Coming back backhand, has got training to be ready down first. But just move about, get the jab off, and then
Dave Hulley runs the corner on Fight Night for Team McDonnell. He's just dispensing his advice. They must be pretty happy with what they saw in that first round, and they just were saying while we were away, just more of the same. Keep it going. Do not let this fella settle and relax and get any confidence. Round 2 of this 12-rounder. An eliminator for the IBF bantamweight title. It's held by Leo Santa Cruz of Mexico. McDonnell looking to move into the big time if he can negotiate this one last hurdle.
Yeah, I think that the problem with Zamora, you know what's on his mind. You know he's trying to set you up for the left hand all the while. Just a little bit too predictable. He's going to have to come up with something else. This is better for McDonnell, imposing himself on him now.
Another left jab through. A left-hand counter there as well, and watch for those left hooks to the body like that. It's a signature shot from McDonnell. Another one of those wild left hands from Zamora. Just out of range there though, McDonnell. Zamora just took a step back.
Zamora leaves himself wide open every time he misses with a punch. You can see why he's gotten himself into trouble a few times in previous fights, when he really hangs his chin out to dry when he makes a mistake, basic mistakes that he makes.
He left his midsection open there as well and took another left hook for his pains. He's a guy that's been stopped 5 times at flyweight and super flyweight, up against a big bantamweight that doesn't have one-punch power, but certainly has wear you down punching ability, and switching the body there, switching the attack from body to head very effectively, and Zamora felt that and is backed up against the ropes and trying to find a response, but he was hurt there.
Yeah, but I think McDonnell has put a little bit of a dent in Zamora in this round. That one was low, but the left hook there was a beauty.
And he got away with the low one because he was blindsiding referee Phil Edwards. And here he goes again. It's attrition from Jamie McDonnell. He just grinds away. It's volume and precision.
And I think what we've seen from Zamora is what we're going to see. I don't think there's any tricks up his sleeve. I think he's pretty straightforward.
And his left eye's marked up.
Yeah, swelling in the left eye.
Above and below. That eyelid's starting to swell up badly, and there's marking around underneath as well. And again, he's short and caught with a right-hand counter, felt that, takes another right hand. And again, as you said, Jim, wide open.
Yeah, well, this early the job is looking a little bit too big for Zamora. He's brave, he's determined, he's giving it a go, but he's making basic mistakes and being punished for them every time.
Well, not only is the job looking too big for Zamora, McDonnell's looking too big for him as well. I mean, physically, they look different weight classes. McDonnell's so big at bantamweight, but comfortable at the weight as well, and in total control of this one so far.
Welcome.
Some fine-tuning going on in the McDonnell corner. Not much to fine-tune in that round. It was pretty much what you wanted to do.
Yeah, and he hurt Zamora And the earlier you can do that to a visiting fighter, the better, and he's done it in the second round.
Roger Rivas in the corner of Darwin Zamora. Can't just plug the holes at the moment, and that's going to be a tough job here. It really is. Can he tighten up his defences? Can he just block some of these punches? Too many getting through and nothing really landing with that left hand that he keeps loading up. McDonnell's seeing it coming. Dave Holly was really just saying, pay attention. That's the only thing you've got to do. Just pick your shots, pay attention. They still respect the power of that left hand. They don't want any silly mistakes when you're this close to something special.
Well, McDonnell has a good jab. He's using it to good effect. So he wants the right hand nice and high to catch that left hand, because that seems to be the only weapon that Zamora has. And then just keep drilling the left jab and the left hook. He's landed a couple of terrific left hooks already. Good chopping right.
Oh, good uppercut went in there as well. A straight jab, and switches downstairs, then back upstairs again, and straight through the non-existent guard of the Nicaraguan. And again, the left misses, and misses badly. He's not even close with that at the moment, Zamora.
Nah, his defence is pretty non-existent. You can see why he's been stopped 5 times. I mean, any puncher's going to be able to tee off on him. I mean, he's tough and determined, you've got to give him that, but he offers too many free shots, makes too many mistakes.
Left hook to the body, followed by an uppercut. He got through with the right hand there, Zamora, but again, McDonnell didn't notice it and just continued his own assault. Good punches. Another good left hook, this time upstairs. So McDonnell varying the point of attack, looking for the uppercuts here. They just missed. But the punches coming from all angles now from McDonnell, who is starting to get the engine revved up as well. The tempo definitely rising. And can Zamora live with it?
He's holding a little bit there, Zamora. I just think he feels that McDonnell is huge, doesn't quite know what to do with him.
Spear and straight left. And again, a swing and a miss. How many of those have we seen from Zamora? Say this for him, he's taken a lot of punishment in this fight, but he still keeps coming back for more. He's willing, he wants it.
He's managing to catch a lot of the punches on his forehead. Not too many have landed cleanly on the chin. A couple of left hooks have.
Ripped off that right hand and slipped inside that right hand. Better defensively from Zamora, but can he keep it going? One-way traffic continuing here.
Back. Yeah.
Watch that. He's trying now.
10 seconds, corners.
Yeah, even more reckless and ragged work from Zamora. I think the difference in size and strength is having a big toll on him now.
Well, they've had their good long look at Zamora, the Nicaraguan, and they're going to start stepping up the work rate here in this 12-rounder. Having things pretty much all his own way at the moment, but they're still respectful of that power. Not that we're seeing any evidence of it at all so far. Left hook. Oh, terrific stuff from McDonnell, teeing up at will. But Zamora's taking it and coming back and does land a left.
Well, there's a terrific exchange there. Credit to Zamora standing his ground and coming back. A good uppercut. This is good stuff from McDonnell.
Well, he's landed 8 or 9 really hard punches here at the start of this 4th round, and Zamora's absorbed them all. And how much more can he absorb? Wide open there, and surely wide open for the taking.
I mean, he hasn't looked troubled by the power in McDonnell's punches yet. He's taken them flush and still walking forward. He's certainly tough enough. I think the fact that he's been knocked out 5 times, well, it's been good punchers who have managed to do that, I think. It's just that he can't put a dent in McDonnell. He's just not big enough to push him back.
McDonnell putting a lot of dents in Zamora, but the Nicaraguan keeps coming back. This is the thing with McDonnell. It'll be interesting when he does move up to serious world class. He does lack one-punch power. Yes, he does wear you down. But has he got enough power to operate at the highest level? Good stuff again from McDonnell. Very focused, very businesslike.
Yeah, producing the better work again. Not dominating, but producing the better work.
Zamora looking very weary, which is hardly surprising. He's been on the receiving end of a lot of punishment, particularly at the start of this round. But even then he came back and landed a left of his own.
No, but this is a huge night for him, and as we said, a shot that's come right out of the blue. So he's going for it, but so far just not good enough.
Well, until a week ago they were preparing to go 12 rounds, no question. Vusi Malinga, a real tough guy. They've been stopped once, I think. They certainly thought that McDonnell was going to have to go the distance in that one. But his camp think that he can finish this one early, and I'm sure they'd like to see it. And these fans would certainly like to see it. A lot have come over from Doncaster to cheer McDonnell on. They'll be happy with what they've seen so far, but they'll also want to see these punches start to have an effect on the Nicaraguan. No, you're not seeing double. That's twin brother Gavin, the Central Area Bantamweight champion. Apparently, Gavin and Jamie spar together at the gym in Mexborough. It gets pretty tasty, apparently. Surprise, surprise.
Round 5.
Let's see if it'll get tasty in here. Jamie McDonnell, the Doncaster man, in control of this one. 4 rounds in the bank against the Nicaraguan Darwin Zamora. And McDonnell continues to just pepper away and try to wear this man down. And how much more of this can Zamora take?
Zamora still has his enthusiasm. He's been taking a lot of punches, but hasn't really been badly discouraged. So McDonnell maybe just going to have to step in and just get a little bit more snapping at the shots. He's landed some good solid right hands, which have knocked Zamora back onto the heels. But when you're landing as often as this, really, you should be getting results from it.
Jab going to work again. Zamora paying a lot more attention to the defensive side of his game. I get the feeling it's a bit late in the day for that already. And then when it gets to close quarters, that's when McDonnell really does unload. Caught the right hand there, Zamora, though. The left got through, though, from McDonnell. He tries to work the body with the left hand. A little bit low. Phil Edwards just had a little word. And the left hand doubled up there from McDonnell in reply.
Well, these are better punches coming back from Zamora. You know, he's getting a fair bit of power into them, but not doing enough work. See, that's a dangerous looking left hand he's throwing to the body. Good for McDonnell.
Yeah, it's a couple of those, and he went for another one there. McDonnell saw it coming. Well, they've obviously changed their strategy in the Zamora camp. Try and work left hands especially to the body and see how McDonnell copes with that. Sensible strategy, Jim, because he just hasn't been able to connect with the chin at all.
He's still a little bit predictable. That's been his problem all the way through. But McDonnell's standing his ground a bit more, not so much movement. So giving Zamora some chances to get punches off, but still the better work from McDonnell.
Really walked out the left hand there, McDonnell. Got away with it. There's the counters. Just putting his man back in his place. Again, good, accurate scoring punches. But Zamora soaks him up. He's waved his chin out there for a moment. He thought better of it.
See, that's what catches the judge's eyes, making Zamora miss and then pinning him with 3 shots, little bursts of punches. Yep, he's wild, you know, a little bit ragged, so you can make him miss. There you go, beautiful punches there. That's exactly what we're looking for.
It does go the distance. Ooh, left hand landed, but again, McDonnell landed a couple of his own, but had to take a left there on the bell.
Left all time with left up. Get your right hand up at the top, yeah?
Keep that right
Keep those tweets coming. We always enjoy hearing from you. Zamora showing a sturdy chin. Yeah, you'd have to agree with that one. He's not going anywhere. He's definitely got a big heart. Eddie Fitzpatrick dead on the money there.
Round 6.
Yeah, Lane Taylor saying it's the lack of power that's going to hurt Jamie McDonnell. I think that is what most people... Oh, he's got him. There's a bit of power. Left hand, right on cue, followed up with a right, and Zamora's staggered. Gets another one. Now, can he finish the job here, McDonnell?
That's exactly what I'm calling for. Just step in and get a bit more spite into the punches. More like it.
These are solid, clean punches that McDonnell is landing, and he still can't get rid of him. But surely it's coming. And now he continues to unload, and Zamora is hurt and backing up.
Now he's making his size really tell. And this is the right time to do that. This could be a long, hard night. It doesn't have to be if he puts the pedal down now.
Well, this is exactly what Steffi Bull said would happen. They wanted to have a real good look at him. And then at about the halfway point, if he was still there, turn on the heat. And McDonnell is certainly stepping it up. Look at that. Zamora's regrouped, and he's trying to take it back to McDonnell. He's landed so many clean, open shots here, McDonnell. It is a concern that he hasn't managed to get rid of this fella yet. And it's not as if he's a guy with a record of having a granite jaw. This is a fellow that's been put away 5 times at flyweight and super flyweight. McDonnell's got to get rid of him.
I mean, McDonnell's not a huge puncher. It's the volume of him. He's taken a solid left hand himself. Zamora not finish it.
Yeah, that was a good left hand. But again, McDonnell seems to be able to cope with that. But that'll give Zamora some heart. He's still there. He's still got that left hand, which will give him some hope. Well, that's all he's got now, surely.
I mean, this is probably the kind of fight that Zamora enjoys coming from Nicaragua. This is what's expected. You know, this is what the fans expect. 2 fighters to stand their ground, take some chances and let some punches go. But the trouble is, McDonnell just seems too strong for him. Always has the last word in those exchanges.
Catching him with a straight right hand as he was coming in there. McDonnell picking his shots well. And he's had Zamora wobbling 2 or 3 times. And on every occasion, the Nicaraguan has showed some power of recovery and a lot of grit.
You can see Jamie McDonnell tightening up his own defences because he's walking into punching range and letting shots go. So, I mean, he maybe fancies he's far stronger up close than Zamora. It's as though he's boxing now as though he fancies the stoppage.
Swinging in with that left hand again, the Nicaraguan. They're very marked up around both eyes. Is there a cut above the left eye? I think he's cut.
Well, the referee went to the corners of both men at the end of the previous round and said it was caused by a head clash. I only saw swelling at the time, but I can see some bleeding now. It only looked as though it was swelling, but he did make the point that it was caused by a clash of heads.
And let's make another point. Have you seen a percentage of success as high as that in a fight like this? 50% from Jamie McDonnell. In other words, he can't miss. That's the good news. The bad news, he can't miss him, but he can't get rid of him.
No, but he's shaking him up now. I mean, there's a big change in the way McDonnell is getting the punches off now. He's standing his ground. You can see him tightening his own defence as he marches forward, digging in with the punches. These are not range finders now. Full credit to Zamora. He's coming back with good shots of his own, but coming off second best in just about every exchange.
Seconds up, round 7.
And we can confirm an accidental head clash is the call from Phil Edwards. So marked up around both eyes, cut over the left eye, and a mile behind on points, but still in there, showing terrific determination here, Darwin Zamora. The late replacement seeking to grab his opportunity to gate crash the big time. And Jamie McDonnell is going to have to work hard to get rid of this fella. Started fast in the last round. It's a lot more cautious here from the Yorkshireman at the start of this 7th. Both of them just in their shell a little bit here.
Yeah, McDonnell just kind of reaching with the punches again. He was doing that earlier in the previous round. He stepped right in with the shots, and that's what was causing the damage. But it's a long time to go. We're only in the 7th round. So maybe just showing a little bit of sense. Knows things are going well. Don't do anything silly.
Zamora not showing an awful lot of ambition. And when he does, he gets caught. Walked onto one there. McDonnell can put a flurry together with his man pinned in a neutral corner.
You know, these are punches that at the world level you're looking really to inflict some damage. But Zamora still taking that. I mean, that was a full-blooded shot. McDonnell couldn't have landed any more cleanly. But this little fellow's still there.
Yeah, he's hitting with everything. And they've been wide open, clean shots. Flush on the chin, a lot of them. And Zamora seemingly just taking them all and coming back for more. Just neglecting the body a little bit, McDonnell. Be interesting to see if he goes back to that as that cut worsens, or whether he's going to continue just to pound away at the head.
You have to give Zamora an awful lot of credit because he's made this a terrific battle. He stood his ground, he's given his best shot. I haven't given him a round, but he hasn't stopped trying to right-hand it.
Just a little warning every once in a while for McDonnell, not to take any liberties with this fella, who's certainly got a big, big heart and has defied quite a few people who were at the weigh-in yesterday and said he's too small to live more than a couple of rounds with Jamie McDonnell. But is he starting to unravel here? Looks a little bit heavy on his legs there. Oh, he got a right hand through. The spray flew up from McDonnell's head there. That was a good shot.
His punching has absolutely no effect so far on McDonnell. He takes them and carries on what he's doing.
Like every other round, only one winner.
Don't get carried away. Just keep picking up.
Just staying in there a little bit too much.
Dave Hulley just saying,
Stick
look,
to your boxing so you can make it easy to get it done.
repeating the dose as well. Just take it easy. This is under control. Apologies for the language, but they know how close they are to being at world level, and they don't want to spoil it now.
Yep, another good round to watch, and a good round for McDonnell. Just doing that little bit more. Far higher quality, but 1 or 2 warning signs coming back.
Takes a punch well, Jamie McDonnell. One of his European title defences against Stefan Jamoy. He was rocking a couple of times. The Belgian really sticking it to him, but he weathered the storms and hung on to his European title, which he subsequently relinquished. Only one winner of this one so far, unless Zamora, the man in the green trim trunks, can find a leveller. A little buzz has descended around the crowd now. They've been cheering so much of McDonnell's good work, expecting that to signal the finish. And the Yorkshireman just can't get rid of this little fella.
He's looking a little bit slow at the moment, Zamora. I think that, I mean, this has been tough. He's been under pressure every second of this. I think it's maybe beginning to take its toll. Yep, he's been caught much more cleanly, you can see. Can't miss with that jab. Definitely slowed down.
Took a nice left hook upstairs, took a right to the body. And throwing too many punches now, breathing hard. He's just regrouping here and for one assault himself. He seems to fight at McDonnell's pace. When McDonnell steps it up, he tries to go with him. And if McDonnell just takes a step back, he's happy to take a breather. And McDonnell continuing just a pot shot at will.
Yeah, tired-looking legs there from Zamora. He kind of stumbled. Oh, good shot.
Those legs that look tired really wobbled. Now, can McDonnell step in and get the job finished here? A good left hand and another one upstairs as well. Trying to breathe some life into those legs, the Nicaraguan, but takes another right hand.
Just needs a cool head here, McDonnell. Just pick the punches. Don't worry about volume.
And he's doing
Get the
just
power.
that.
Good shot.
Good punches again. The switch downstairs as well. And look at this, everything landing. And Zamora seemingly ready for the taking here. His face a mess. His legs getting very heavy and wobbly. And still he keeps coming. Block that left hook off.
But nothing coming back from him in this round. I think the resistance has been knocked out of him here. The heart's still in this, but not much left in the tank.
Yeah, the body's letting him down now. He is starting to feel very tired indeed. It's what Jamie McDonnell does. He wears you down. He grinds away. He never gives you a breather. And he is just battering this fellow. Phil Edwards just taking a step in there as if to say, I'm ready to stop this. So Zamora's got to show some willing to keep this going. And good marks around the left eye himself there, McDonnell. Not sure if that's blood from his opponent or whether he's got a little nick.
Well, that's the first time I've used the word dominating a round, and that's what McDonnell did there. Total domination there.
Ramp jab straight back in, then set off again.
Fucking hell. Just listen.
Apologies for the language.
Right.
That bit of room's the key.
When you see him coming, step back every time. Then you do your work when he's stopped.
That's it. That
Nah, a lot of damage was done there. I was just remarking on how heavy his legs looked when that right hand landed. He did so well to take that and remain upright. But very little from that point on come back from Zamora. Shipping punishment for the rest of the round. His heart's still in this. He's giving it everything. This is a huge night for him. But McDonnell inflicted a lot of damage in that round. I think one more big round could force the referee to step in here, because there's not much left in Zamora's tank.
And he's nothing left. They've waved it off. I think they've seen enough as well and said, you know what, I've given it everything I've got. It's time just to call it in. And that's what they've done. So it's typical Jamie McDonnell. Pound and ground. And now the likeable bantamweight from Doncaster really has it the big time. He is in contention for a world title fight.
Terrific performance. I think there's a slight chance that the IBF may want another eliminator because of the late call here. But that was a terrific performance, business-led all the way through, got into the driving seat straight away and stayed there. Full credit to Zamora, thanks to him with a terrific little spectacle there, but he could never get himself into it, didn't have the strength or the experience to turn the tide.
Yeah, he gave everything he had. And he's earned everyone's respect tonight, Darwin Zamora. But it's Jamie McDonnell that's moving onwards and upwards. It was a tough night for him, but in the end it went exactly according to the script. They said they were going to just take it easy, not go crazy, and then step it up and see if they could force the stoppage. That is exactly what they delivered.
Yeah, I mean, he just what he started doing in the early stages was working, and he just stuck with it. Zamora was a little bit ragged, taking chances at wild swings. He was a little bit predictable in the earlier rounds. You get the thought maybe that there could have been an early stoppage, but his toughness and his determination kept him in that, and that was pretty much all, because he could never match McDonnell in any other aspect. But it made for a terrific little 12-rounder as long as it lasted, and congratulations to McDonnell. On he goes.
Absolutely right, and this won't hurt him at all in the long run, because he'd only had 2 very easy rounds in the last 13 months. He needed a really good workout, and he got one, and he got the job done as well, and he can look on to big and special things, and his dream is to become Doncaster's first ever world champion. That dream is very much alive.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the 8th round, Zamora has retired. Therefore, your winner, who now has the right to fight for the IBF Bantamweight Championship of the world, the fighting pride of Doncaster, Yorkshire, England, Jamie McDonnell.
Standing ovation here at the Motorpoint Arena in Sheffield for one of their own. South Yorkshire's Jamie McDonnell wins that IBF World Title Eliminator. Next up, will it be a double celebration for South Yorkshire? Kelbrook, perfect, 28 fights unbeaten record. Can he deliver the biggest win of his career in front of his adoring Sheffield public? He was tested to the extreme in his last fight against Carson Jones. Dominic Ingle, you can see his trainer there, said he's lean, mean, extremely keen. He ranks is in the best shape of his life. We will find out if that is true next. Our main event, Kelbrook, Hector Saldivia, is on the way. Let's get reaction ringside to what we've just seen from Jamie McDonnell. He's talking to Andy Scott.
Jamie, how much pressure was you on there tonight, knowing that it could be a world title next?
Pressure was massive, you know, coming out in a massive arena like this, you know, you're going to have pressure, but, you know, I know what I can do. I know I'm the best in the world at bantamweight. I've just got to get out there, you know, and prove it, and that's what I've done tonight. I felt awesome in there, picking my shots. He hit me with a little body shot. Apart from that, you know, I thought I was beating him up. I was thinking, come on, ref, stop it. But then he'd come back and hit me with one, you know, keep me on my toes, and that's what you get at this level.
Yeah, a word on Darwin, Zamora. Did you start to think that he might not go anywhere because you hit him with what seemingly seemed clean shots?
Honestly, I thought I'm going to have him out in 6, and then he'd come back, he'd hit me with one, and I think he's not going. And I honestly thought I'm beating him up. I seen his face cutting, and I thought, come on, ref. And then he'd catch me, and I'm like, here we go, 12 rounds. But, you know, thankfully, you know, it got stopped. Yeah, I'm there, you know, world title fight. What more can you ask for? You know, I'm hopefully going to be a world champion.
Yeah, after those early career losses, did you ever imagine that you would be here one step away?
I didn't know. You know, I come on board with Dennis, done a fantastic job. I've won every title going. You know, it was my dream to be a British champion. You take every step as it comes. British, Commonwealth, European, next step's world. You know, you know, I didn't honestly think I was going to be a world champion. But you know, your confidence grows with every title you win. I've defended him. I fought the best out there, and you know, I'm proving I'm going to be the best in the world.
I'll bring your manager in here, Dennis Hobson. Will it be world titles next?
Well, we're locked in now. You know, that's what the fight we're all about. We appreciate the job that Eddie's done, putting us on this tremendous show in Sheffield, and he's earned the right. You know, he's cleaned up, like he says, at European and domestic level. We did again. You know, the IBF have worked with us, and he's locked in. You know, a lot of fighters sometimes get there without fighting mandatory, contests, and he's there, and he's done it on merit, and he's done it the hard way. So
I'll give you the final word, Jamie. Can you be the man to bring a world title back to Doncaster?
100%. I'm telling you now, please believe in me. I'm going to win a world title. I'm destined to be a world champion. Look at confidence. I'm confident, man. I want to be a world champion, 100%.
Well done tonight.
He wants to be a world champion. Carl Frosch on that performance. Can he be one, do you think?
There's no reason why not. You know, he put plenty of shots together, showed the work rate, the heart, the courage. I mean, Zamora, let's just say, he went over and above the call of duty tonight. I mean, he was well beaten by around 5-6 and thought it was going to be in for an early night. And he kept firing back big shots. And that just shows what an IBF world title eliminator means at this level. And, you know, Kelbrook's got it to come in his next fight. This is an IBF eliminator, so we've got even more excitement to come. But, yeah, he deserves his shot at the IBF title, and I think he's got a great chance of winning it.
Glenn, did Zamora just have a granite chin, or did McDonnell lack a little bit of power?
I think he does lack a little bit of power. He's got enough power, certainly, to hurt an opponent. Certainly, you know, enough power to get respect. But, you know, he's in with a tough Nicaraguan who's got a great opportunity to fight for a world title himself. So he's, you know, he maybe is little in stature, but he was certainly big in heart. So it was a good fight. He pulled out the stops. He showed that bit of grit and determination when he needed to. Put nice combinations together. He showed everybody that he wants this world title.
It was shouting bang, bang, bang as he hit. You could see his mouth moving.
You know what? As he let the shots go, he drilled the combination from head to body, standoff. A couple of times I was surprised he came out with some combinations that I didn't think he had in his artillery. Stepped off, walked him down, put the pressure on him, beat him on the inside. And I thought McDonnell he boxed an excellent job. I think Dennis Hobson's got himself a little diamond there, and this kid has improved in front of our eyes to world championship level. British, Commonwealth, European. There's nobody left in domestically.
It is an amazing story, isn't it? A kid from Doncaster going all the way like this.
It is. It's unbelievable. It just shows you, you know, determination and hard work and what it can bring. But let's not say he's not talented and he's not good enough, because he is. He's putting the shots together there, classy. He's getting hit with shots back, and he's digging deep, and he's finding the room, and he's doing what he needs to do to win and be successful. So he's got his world title shot now. Hopefully he'll grab it with both hands and really leave it all in the ring.
And he's been out for 7 months, you know. No sign of any ring rust there, was there?
No, they've obviously worked long and hard in the gym. His timing was right. rattling the combinations off. He knew exactly what he wanted to do and what he needed to do. But it's a big step up to Leo Santa Cruz. You know, he's talking about this was a light flyweight and a super flyweight. You know, now he's going to go in with a strong bantamweight, Mexican warrior. You know, let's hope he can bring the fight over here to give him the crowd, to give him the chance, because it'd be a tough fight in Mexico.
It is a different beast altogether, isn't it?